Okay, I just gotta do it. I picked the worst chair to do this on. Should have just gotten one of the comfy chairs. I'm gonna be sitting here for a long time. This is why I shouldn't have changed it. I can't. Told the little, not little, little. It's also really funny that the first known like retelling version of the story is about an American girl because the initial critics' reviews of Disney's Alice in Wonderland all complained about how Americanized it was, and you Americanized a British story, an inherently British story, and it's like, yo, the first known version of it was American. I just think that's funny. He just sits there. When I say a lot of cards, I mean it. I think they were all children and they had like the entire like deck of cards, all dressed in card costumes, just walk down. It's a 9-minute film, but I thought I was watching that procession for like 10 minutes. Take a quick break while I retie my bracelet. And you know, while I'm doing this, speaking through my teeth, talking about the Disney's Alice in Wonderland, it's funny, people talk about like stuff they left out, and it's like, you know, they were in the original plans, right? They even had songs for like the Griffin and the Mock Turtle and the Jabberwocky, like it was all included, it was just all cut out. Because otherwise it would have been a really long film.
Creator and designer Ub Iwerks. The pair co-created. Let's do that. But what happened next was all Ub Iwerks, okay?
It's Ub Iwerks, yep, cool. That's what I thought, but I wanted to double check. Oh no, I'm pulling out hair! It's fine, I didn't take care of this wig when I first got it, it's fine. When I say critically panned, I mean critically panned. Time magazine said it lacks a developed storyline. I'm sorry? Alice in Wonderland. Did it have a storyline? More than what we already see? Like, how? I don't think Disney got that wrong. What do you mean it lacks a developed storyline? Could not believe it. Could not believe it. What fell? What fell? It was the cushion. It's the cushion. I feel like I'm saying it wrong, and that's why I'm messing up, because I'm stopping. I need to sit on my leg again. Fun fact, In a World of My Own, as in at the beginning of the Disney film, was not the original song there. It was actually Beyond the Laughing Sky, but they were all like, it sounds too much like Over the Rainbow, and they were all like, it sounds too much like Over the Rainbow. So they scrapped the song, replaced it with In a World of My Own, but they used the melody for Peter Pan's Second Star to the Right. So it still exists, and you can find it, like the actual Beyond the Laughing Sky. You can find it on YouTube. You can also find the other deleted songs, which Dream Caravan, love that. I think Disney should just use that for a film, because I think Dream Caravan's great. There are over 50 film adaptations of Alice in Wonderland, not to mention everything else, but your favourite is the Tim Burton version just because of Johnny Depp's performance. Like, I get it, he's great, but really? And I really don't want to get this pronunciation wrong. It's a little bizarre. Sono Gina Sadame. White Rabbit, Mad Hatter, Cheshire Cat, they're all still present in the story, but the presentation of everything is a little bizarre. But I've got to move on at some point. I do, because time's running out on the camera. Oops, I did it again. I spoke without recording. Shoe? I wrote shoe instead of show. I can't believe I didn't spot that until just now. See, last year when I was studying my Diploma of Theatre Arts, our teacher gave us access to the National Theatre's library, and because I did a presentation on projection, I watched Wonder.Land because she brought it up with the projection, and like the projection was just amazing. Except I had to stop watching it halfway through because we had a blackout. I mean, you can say what you want, but the performances of the actors were great. Sometimes it's much harder to be unique than it is to just be good, but the costumes and projection in Wonder.Land is truly unique, and I think that's what makes it special. What I do remember though is the King of Hearts pants falling down. And of course, the Mock Turtle, as if I could ever forget the Mock Turtle. Well, I can't say reverse harem quickly. Just like say I'm having a lot of trouble. Caitlin Glass's delivery of "at least I have a routine, Tamaki senpai" hits just as hard as Alice's "who cares for you? You're nothing but a pack of cards." It's so good. It hits exactly the same. And I mean, Maya Sakamoto's "you enjoy life too much, Tamaki senpai" is great, but like there's just something about like Caitlin Glass's delivery specifically that just, it hits the same. So good. It's called Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. If you say Alice, everybody knows what you're talking about, and yet when asked the iconic characters, people don't immediately say Alice. Interesting. Not everybody, mind you, a lot of people are like, I love him, he doesn't get enough appreciation. I'm like, yeah, I know, just why I'm bringing it up. My wig is too tight. I've been wearing it for too long. Oh. I could have left it at that 20 minutes ago. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I'll get my phone. Fun. Doesn't matter, damage is done. Doesn't matter, you had the gun. Anyway, back to what I was actually doing. The video. If you wanted the actual answers people gave on their favourite adaptations and then iconic imagery, we have the original Disney movie. For a lot of people, they said because it was their first introduction to Alice and it feels whimsical and childlike. That was very common. The Tim Burton film, several people, aesthetic, cinematography, performances, does more with the character of Alice. And that was really funny because either I got that answer or I got a straight up, not the Tim Burton film. Alice Madness Returns, different spin on an already unique story, deconstruction of what trauma and abuse does to the mind, represented in a creative way. The Looking Glass Wars, more in depth, seeing different angles of characters. Alice by Jan Svankmajer, a nostalgia, the feeling. The Alice in Wonderland ballet, music, choreography, and character adaptations, like the Mad Hatter got turned into the Mad Tapper. Alice in Wonderland, the 1999 film, because it was a good adaptation of the story. Alice's Adventures in Underland, because it's the adult take on the original world. And the iconic imagery. This is like in order of how I got it. Alice arguing with the Cheshire Cat, the Jabberwocky poem / the Jabberwocky, Mad Tea Party, the Flower Garden, Croquet Scene, Falling Down the Rabbit Hole, Painting the Roses, The Pool of Tears, The Queen of Hearts Courtroom, We're All Mad Here, Why Is a Raven Like a Writing Desk? And the iconic characters, in order of the answers I've received them in: the Cheshire Cat, Mad Hatter, Queen of Hearts, the White Rabbit, the March Hare, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, Alice, the Caterpillar. Like, batteries flashing at me. I think that is the line. I need to check. Ow! Bins! The bins! I don't know where the black bin is. Ow, there it is. Doesn't matter, damage is done. Doesn't matter, you had the gun. You had the gun. You had the gun. I just looked. Damn it. Okay.